Okay, I think I'm good now. Oh, this is annoying. That is really close to my face. Whoa, sorry. Oh, shit. Okay, so I just wanted to pop on here because I wanted to do a video of what I'm reading, and it took me almost a half hour just to figure it out, so I'm sorry about the lighting and all that stuff. If the lighting is not that great, I am sorry, but I've been having issues with my things for quite a while, and it's been annoying the crap out of me. So, anyways, let's see if I can do this. We're gonna see if this is gonna work. Sorry, you're all over the place right now. Look at that. I love this thing. Okay, there we go. The lighting is not the greatest, but we're gonna deal with it at the moment. Okay, so we're just gonna jump right into it because we have a lot to get through. And now that I actually have this, I can kind of figure out the list, and then you guys can actually see it. So, I think the last book that I updated everybody on is Illuminae by Amie, Kaufman, and J. Kristoff. That was the last book I updated everybody on, so I'm gonna go with that. And also, I actually was supposed to do, okay, it's gonna be 3 book reviews, but I'm not gonna do that until later on just because I don't really have a day off at the moment. So until I know my schedule for next week, I am not gonna do the video for that. I'll do like 3 separate videos, and I'll do the most recent one first. So I will be doing Christine by Stephen King. I will review that first because that's the most recent. And then I will go backwards from there. So April, I will do King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo. I'm going to do that one after. And then the third one that I want to do is Stalking Jack the Ripper. Stalking Jack the Ripper, which is the one that I wanted to read for March, but I never got around to reading it. I have read the series, so I've read it. I just haven't done the book review for it yet. This is probably going to be a slightly short video because I don't know how long it's going to let me be on here for. Sorry. I'm currently on my little Surface-like my little Surface tablet thing, which I very much love. Just because it's nice and I can actually do videos on here, but I have to delete them after because they don't like to stay on here for very long because I can't have too long of videos because then I won't post it and it really annoys me. Anyways, back to the book club books. And the one for June is going to be Revival by Stephen King. And then July will be The Kiss Quotient by Helen Hoang. I don't know. And August will be Paris Is Always a Good Idea by Jenn McKinlay. September will be Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. October will, of course, be Finders Keepers by Stephen King. And November of 2022 it will be Midnight's Master by Cynthia Eden. And December will be Missing by Kelley Armstrong. That is just kind of the next couple of months that I want to do. I will be also making sure to write all the all the book club books in the description box, and also when I put this video up on Facebook, I will make sure to update it and make sure that I have all the books from, if you want me to, I will put them from January of this year, and I can put them on until January of next year if you guys want. I have them all written down on my phone, as you can see. Not very well, mind you. I know you can't read that because it's horrible, but those are the books that I have all out for, all my books that I have just for the book club books, and some of them are books that I want to read. I'm also going through some of my books on my TBR shelf because I definitely have to go through them and get rid of some and figure out kind of what I'm doing with that. Yeah, that's pretty much all for the book club books themselves. But the books that I actually want to read, so this is going to be a book club book. I don't know what I want to call this. A list of book club books, we'll just say that. And then also it'll be the kind of a TBR pile for me, or TBR list for me, whatever. So the first book I'm going to talk about that is on my TBR / I'm currently reading, it's going to be Rule of Wolves by Leigh Bardugo. This book is the second book to Rule of Wolves, which, if you've been following my channel, you know that we've read it for the month of, I don't even remember because I'm tired. Oh goodness. For the book, the book club book for the month of April was King of Scars. So that is the first book of the series of 2 books so far. So it's a duology series at the moment. That is the first book. It is quite a thick book, as you can see. So it's been taking me a little bit longer than normal to get through it, which it doesn't usually take me that long to get through it, but it's taking me forever to get through it. So, yeah. Oh my goodness. I hate this thing sometimes. Okay, so kind of, I really love this thing. Okay, so the books that I've actually been reading currently is the Throne of Glass series. Now, this is book, what book is it? 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is book 4 of the series. It's Queen of Shadows. There's 7 books in the series, I believe. This is book 4. There is Throne of Glass, Crown of Midnight, Hair of Fire, Air of Fire. We're just gonna read it from here. It'll be easier. Okay. Throne of Glass, Crown of Midnight, Heir of Fire, Queen of Shadows, Empire of Storms, Tower of Dawn, and Kingdom of Ash. Now, also, there is another series by the same author. If you don't know this author, it is Sarah J. Maas. As you can see on the front, Sarah J. Maas. She also writes the Court of Thorn and Roses series, which I have read all 5 books. So there's A Court of Thorn and Roses, and there is A Court of Mist and Fury, A Court of Wings and Ruin, and A Court of Frost and Starlight. But there's also, what in the bloody hell is that book called now? We're gonna look it up, because I cannot bloody well remember for the like of me. Okay, Sarah J. Maas. A Court of Silver Flames. Now, a lot of people, they are saying that they did not like... that they didn't really like that story because it was kind of more of a story of... what the heck is her name? One of the sisters, anyways. Not Elaine, but Nesta. That's what her name is. It's a story of Nesta. And personally, I really like the books. Of course, I like Rhysand. And yes, I'm pronouncing it right. It's Rhysand. I looked up the spelling, and it's in the back of the book. And how she pronounces it is like Reese. So it sounds like Reese, even though it's spelled way differently. But anyways, I really love Rhysand. He is a really good, a really good character, not author. It's a excuse me, a Beauty and the Beast retelling. And I personally really enjoyed the books. Of course, it's okay if you didn't enjoy them, or haven't read them, or don't like romance, or don't like fantasy. This is very heavily romance. A lot of romance. And it is very heavily fantasy based. So if you do not like fantasy or romance, obviously, then I do not recommend the series to those who only read nonfiction and all that stuff. So don't read them if you don't want to, or read them if you want to. If you're on here, you probably want to be on my channel because it's a fantasy based channel. And I strictly only read fantasy-based novels, but I do plan to kind of broaden my horizons, and hopefully your guys' as well, because I also want to read a few mystery thrillers. I have a couple on the TBR pile for the book club books, as I mentioned previously, and I will have them in the description box as well. I will also try to write what would you call it? genre. That's the word I'm looking for. Oh my goodness. What the genre is. And that's kind of what I'm hoping to do. That's kind of the books that... Well, I kind of went off track, sorry. That's one of the books that I've read, or several of the books I've read the last couple of months, has been the first 3 books of the series. And then I want to get into this one. As you can see, it's quite a hefty book. Like, she's thick, which is fine. I don't mind that. But it's just a big book. So, yeah, it's a big book. So, the next book, which is the 5th book in this series, and it is called Empire of Storms. This is a little thinner book, as you can see, and it's also hardcover, which I like. I definitely like the cover. I know it kind of gives off weird vibes, but if you don't know what this series is, it is based on this character, Selena, and she is a badass, obviously, but also she is a assassin. So she basically... There's this king, and he brings her out from... She's in this, like... I guess you would kind of call it concentration camp, but I don't really want to go that far. Basically, it's a camp for slaves, which she is because she's done something wrong. So it's a bunch of bad people. So murderers, thieves, all the kind of bad people. So this just happens in the first book. So they get her out of there, and I'm just gonna tell you basically what it's kind of based off of. I'm not gonna say everything. But anyways, he gets her out of the camp, I guess you would call it, and brings her to the castle, and brings her to the castle, and they have this competition of all these people who are trying to show off to the whatever his name is, the king, so that he could have a champion. But in reality, he just wants an assassin to kill all the people that make him mad. So this goes on for, the whole book. I'm just giving vague details. I'm not gonna do the whole... I'm not doing the whole thing. This is just my vague details of the books that I'm giving you. The first 3, at least. Romance goes on. There's lots of action. There's lots of sadness. Lots and lots of sad things. Things happen. Makes me freak out every time. But in the first 3 books, that is what goes on. And she eventually leaves. I'm not going to say much more than that, just because I don't want to give anything away. And yeah, she basically leaves, and other things happen. And then we get into other side characters, and there's a prince, and there's some romance, and there's also fae. So it's really good. I definitely recommend this series 100%. Even if you don't like fantasy, or you just want something that's fun and kind of serious and also super sarcastic, because I absolutely adore these books. This is probably my 3rd time reading the series, and I just got her, Sarah J. Maas, the author, Like, I got her books probably in 2020, so she's a fairly new author, I would say. Like, I don't actually even think these books are that old. When was it published? I'm gonna see. Should tell me when it was published. Or I just can't read it because it's so small. Oh. 2015. Okay, why am I just finding out about her then? Anyways, sorry I got distracted. I guess it probably came out a couple years ago. I just found out about her now. But I've read all of her books and they're really good. But yeah, so that's the 4th and 5th book in the series. I keep getting distracted by myself, obviously. Okay, so this is the next book in the series, Tower of Dawn. And regardless of what other booktubers say, like, this is just, speculation. This is my opinion. This is not, a crazy review of, oh, you must read these books, they're so good. But I seriously think people should read these books. Regardless what other booktubers, whatever you call it, are gonna say about this book, Tower of Dawn, it actually is good. Yes, it's a little bit slow to get through, but I think it was really good. Like, it gives you a bit more detail. There's, I think, more romance. And I actually kind of like the romance more. They don't really say anything bad about these books at all. Like, oh yeah, this is about Kelley, and he's kind of, pretty much a major character in this series. Like, he is one of the top male characters, and I definitely believe that everybody should read the full series if they are into fantasy, of course. But a lot of people say it's slow to get into, and it's been a while since I read it, but I don't think it was too bad. Oh, goodness. Sorry, I keep yawning. I don't think it was too hard to get into, but it is a pretty hefty book, so depends on, your level of awakeness, obviously, because if you're like me and work 2 jobs that are pretty physical, I am a full-time employee at Tim Hortons, which is front counter, and I literally run around like a crazy person on crack. So there's that. And then the last book in the series, which I'm hoping to get at least possibly done by end of next month, I hope. But it's not, knock on wood. But the next book, last book I should say, which is a pretty hefty book, like, she real thick, is Kingdom of Ash, also by Sarah J. Maas. So this book broke me the first time. It will pull on your heartstrings. Like, I was freaking out so much throughout this entire book. Like, I don't even understand why I freaked out so much. Like, I don't want to give anything away, but I want people to be prepared as well, right? So, when you go into this book, be prepared to possibly cry, especially if you decide that you are totally invested in certain characters. Because if you are invested in certain characters, authors love to throw a crook in your plan and do things that make you want to throw something at the author's head, because why would they do that? That's not even a nice thing to do. But yeah, those are some of the books that I want to read in the next while. Stalking Jacket Ripper is actually one of them, and it is also sorry, is also one of our one of our book club books. So I want to try to get to that as soon as possible, because I tend to buy books and then forget about them. So we're gonna hope that I can actually do that. And then the last little bit of this, whatever you call it, video, is going to be on the library books that I have taken out that I want to try to get to. Because why wouldn't I? So I'm not entirely sure if I've read these books or not yet, because I can't remember, goals I have. But these are the library books that I want to hopefully get to next month, because it's already almost the end of this month, so why should I try to get it done this month when I won't be able to? Freaking peed on it. Okay. So the first book that I grabbed is Way of the Shadows by Cynthia Eden. Now, I'm pretty sure this isn't the first book in the series, because apparently I'm ridiculous and don't want the first book in the series. Where are you? I could have swore. I don't know. We're gonna look this up. I don't know why. Anyway, sorry. I got distracted. Okay. Ugh, seriously, it's the 8th book in the series. Okay, so ignore what I just said. It's like the 8th book in the series. Why it's doing this to me is beyond me, but But yeah, apparently this is book 8, so I'm just gonna return that to the library, being as it's book 8 of the series. Anyways, I will go to a different Cynthia Eden series. Okay, so this next series that I have picked up from the library. Why are you being so dark? Good lord. There we go. It's going to be hopefully in order. Okay, so the first one is Deadly Fear by Cynthia Eden. The second book is Deadly Heat, also by Cynthia Eden. The third book is Deadly Lies by that same author, and that's just a trilogy. I was hoping to find it on my Kobo, but I don't think that they are available. But I am going to see. Hopefully they will be available. Hmm. It might be here. We'll see. No, it doesn't look like it's here. Which is okay. They don't always have the books I'm looking for. It's actually really cheap. It's only $3. Cool. Well, there you go. I can return those to the library then. I'm just buying a book. Sorry, I'm just buying some books. I like to have them on my Kobo also, so I can just have them so then it's easier to read online or easier to read at work than I don't have to keep bringing a book. Mm. Oh, damn. 18 cents. Come on. Sorry. My internet's being stupid. Okay. As I'm just staring at the screen doing absolutely nothing. Oh my. But yeah, that is it for this video. I definitely will try to keep up better. Um but yeah, that is just kind of what's going on. I've just been more or less hanging out, not doing a whole lot, working a lot. I will try to kind of keep up with doing these videos, but it's been kind of hard. I try my hardest to do it, but a lot of the times I just don't have the energy. I'm not even going to try to deny it. I don't have the energy to keep up with these videos. I am exhausted all the time. There's probably something seriously wrong if I'm this exhausted all the time. And basically, yeah, that is it. I hope you guys kind of like this video, besides me staring at a different screen for 10 minutes. I'm sorry about that. I am so out of it today. I'm just gonna probably read my book, Kobo, until it dies, because it's close to being dead. Then I'm gonna charge it and probably go to bed, because this chickie is exhausted. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'm sorry it's almost an hour of me talking. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I am hoping to try and put up at least 2 videos a week. Being as I'm horrible with that, we will see. Okay, well, I will talk to you guys in another one of my videos, and I will see you guys later. Bye! Happy reading!